This roulette strategy is called Apples and Bananas, and it's presented to us by Hoddle42. Looks like quite an interesting one. Pretty simple. I get the bet on after this spin. It's a positive progression, okay? We've got our $1,000 bankroll. We're going to play for 37 spins. I've got the bet saved, and it's not that complicated. You don't have to have it saved, but just for pure ease, I've got the bet saved. So when this lands, that would have been a winner. Just having a look at these numbers. If I'd have jumped in sooner, we'd be making a lot of money. Right. We get the bet on. It's a $70 starting bet. And it looks like this. $30 on the first dozen, $30 on the last dozen. Then we've got $5 on the 6 lines 7 and 12, and $5 on 25 and 30. If you have a look at these numbers, so basically with that setup, anything in the middle dozen loses. We haven't had the middle dozen for a long time, so some would say it's due to come. I would not be surprised if we go on a massive losing streak to get started, but hopefully we don't. There you go. Of course we do. So I jumped in at the wrong time. Let's just repeat the bet. So it's only a positive progression. There's no negative progression. When we lose, we are going to go back to this $70 bet. Now, when we win, which hopefully we do kind of soon, because $70 bets, we don't have that many losers in us. We've got apples and bananas, okay? The apples are the numbers in the first dozen that don't, or sorry, in the winning dozens that don't touch the 6 lines. When we win an apple, we put that profit onto the bananas. We've actually just hit a banana, okay? When you hit a banana, you reset, which is a $70 bet. So you can see that we haven't fully recovered there. $70, we've gone up to, sorry, we're minus 70, and now we're minus 20. So with a whack and then a banana, doesn't fully recoup. What's going to be interesting is when we hit these apples, okay? So the apples, Huddle 42 says a 1 to 6 and 31 to 36. When we win with those, that's when our positive progression kicks in, but we're only going to do the positive progression twice and then just be on collection mode. I will show you what I mean. Hopefully an apple comes in. Well, hopefully a banana comes in. Right, there's an apple. So that returned $90, okay? It was a $70 bet. Return $90. We are going to do an extra 5, 5, 5, 5. We now have, though that $90 that was returned, we have all of that on the table. Make sense? Now we only reset if we hit a loser, which we've got 13 of, or if we hit a banana, those jackpot numbers, which we've got 12 of. And then, or if we hit an apple, we go 5, 5, 5, 5 again. So we are favourite to win, but ideally, don't get into 20. Oh, we just hit a banana, fantastic. And we're going to reset. There's a lot going on. It's not that complicated, but I'll explain the possibilities here. So with this base bet, okay, our apples, 1 to 6, 31 to 36, are going to give us $20 profit. Our bananas, which are in the dozens plus the 6 lines, are going to give us $50 profits. That's on this base bet here. That's on the $70 bet. Then when we add that extra $20, it goes to $15 profit on the apples, $75 on the bananas. So that was a $75, that one. We've hit another apple, which is good, but we don't actually pocket any of that just yet. So we repeat, we go 5, 5, 5, 5. Now we want to hit a banana, which gives us $75 profit. If we hit an apple, we do this one more time. So we'll have 40, 15, 40, 15. And then that will give us $10 profit for the apples and $100 profit for the bananas. And we just stay there until we either hit a banana or a whack. So you only positive progress twice. Get another good one. That'll be $75 profit. Boom. Reset to the original bet. $70. So what we've seen is that you obviously can go backwards. You hit a whack, then you hit a banana. So you hit the worst one, then you hit the best one. You're down. You sort of want to hit an apple first, have your bets pressed, and then hit it. But to be honest, I think I'd just rather hit a banana at any point. So if 7 to 12 or 25 to 30 go missing in these 37 spins, we're going to be in big trouble. Wow, we've just hit another one. We got $220 in profit with just 7 spins. Which reminds me to tell everybody that Spike Mike, it was very, very close. And there'll be a lot of people annoyed, but there would have been a lot of people annoyed on the other side. So I do apologise, but I sort of had to make a decision that upset people. Spike Mike is going into the top 8. Wasn't the strategy's fault that number 2, the bet just didn't, it got rejected, and he would have made $270. Very close in the poll. All right, we've hit a loser. So no negative progression here. Just another $70 bet, which I kind of like. You don't want these to be 140 bets. Definitely don't. Because you can easily hit this middle dozen 3-4 times in a row. If you start progressing that quite a lot, you get in trouble. Yeah, so Spike Mike, if you haven't seen the video, I think it's called Black Hole. He has been given the benefit of the doubt by the community. I personally think that that is fair because it wasn't his fault that number 2 didn't get collected. Okay, that's a banana, but as we saw before, we don't fully recoup. So just going to repeat that. Yeah, he is in the top 8 for the time being. We only have a few strategies left. Be interesting to see if he can hold on. We are about where I thought we would be, $300-ish or more to stay in the top 8. And then obviously we'll go to the knockout stages. I am speaking to Vamp the Vampire in the Discord. A couple of you guys will know him. He's working on something for me that I can share with the community to help everyone understand what's the best strategy, what has been the best strategy over these 37 spins. Because, by the way, that was a whack. I do appreciate a lot of this is luck, but roulette is luck. So obviously you can come to the table, like gut is one that I think it was created by the Magic Raven, where it was doing okay and then it just hit a terrible run and went bust. Now on another day, on another session, if I was playing that strategy, that could have gone on to win $600, $700. So we're going to try and figure out the averages throughout all of the sessions. Well, we're going to try anyway. Right, that was an apple. So we're going to repeat, and we're going to do that positive progression. 5, 5, 5, 5. Now we want to hit these bananas, because then hopefully we'll get into session profit. 150, 220. We'll be $5 up. Like I said, when you've got this one, when you've progressed once, the bananas are going to pay $75 profit. So that'll put us at 225. Unfortunately, if we miss, if we get whacked here, we start back at that $70 bet. So you're going to go backwards quite a lot. We've got it. We have got it. There we go. Session profit. Okay. Reset. So we've got 3 outcomes here. We've got apples, bananas, and wax. Now, even though we've got 24 numbers covered, we're actually, out of those 3 options, wax our favourite. You've got 13 wax, 12 apples, 12 bananas. So obviously combined together, apples and bananas are favourites. But when you actually stop and think about this, the only way you reset is when you hit a banana. So you're actually more favourite to hit a whack than you are to hit a banana, which is a little bit scary when you need those bananas to land before wax in order to reset. So now we've got $90 on the table. Obviously, that was paid for from the previous spin, or the profit was paid for. So we had a $70 bet, we hit an apple, we repeated the bet and put the profit back on. Be quite interesting to do it twice. So we have 40, 15, 40, 15. But then if you hit a whack on that, you're going to get very upset. So we're on our positive progression and we missed. And we're going to have to reset to $70. I wonder, I mean, so far it's going well. And I wonder if Hodl 42 has thought about this. But I wonder if you're best off just repeating the bet that you're on. So do you notice how we were on a $90 bet? We just lost and we've brought it down to a $70 bet. That's unusual for a roulette strategy. And that's going to be tough to recover when you've just lost $90 and brought your bets down. Okay, we're going to have another chance. There's an apple. So repeat. 5, 5, 5, 5. I don't want to be missing this one. I want to hit a banana here. For video purposes, I want to hit an apple so we can go to that X. That's going to be a $110 bet, isn't it? And what's interesting, well, I think it's interesting, is that those apples pay $15 profit, but you're actually getting an additional 20. So you're taking another $5 out your bankroll if an apple hits here. No, that's deja vu, isn't it? We were on a $90 bet and 21 came in. All right, so we're going back down to that $70 bet. Let's go to these numbers. Yeah, so just I mean, not really unlucky. It's just the timing of it. If those whacks come before the bananas come, it's trouble, isn't it? We're down to $85 now. We'll have another go. This is the problem with positive progressions. You hit winners, which we just have, but we've not collected. Our bankroll hasn't really grown because it's all gone back onto the table. We've not pocketed any of that profit. It's all back on the table for this spin. So if you go apple, whack, apple, whack, apple, whack, disaster. Don't be 21. That'd be very annoying. I mean, don't be middle dozen, but 21 would just be taking the mick. The same outcome. Oh dear. All right, let's go start again. Yeah, these middle, like the middle dozen coming in between progressions, it's going to hurt. What were we at? We were at $245. Now we're at 15. We don't add any money into our bankroll unless those bananas land. We have another go. Repeat. 5, 5, 5, 5. Come on. Even an apple will be fine, but losing that $110 bet will hurt. So we've got 12 numbers that make us reset happily. We've got 13 numbers that go, that was a whack, and we reset not happily. Oh dear. This was going very nicely. The reset. So now our stats are slightly unlucky. We've got 24 wins. Sorry, we've got 24 winning numbers. So we should be double what our losers are. It's only slightly unlucky, but there's a step deeper than that. Out of our 24 winners, 12 of them are bananas, 12 of them are apples, aka 12 of them are very good, 12 of them are kind of good that let us do our progression. Okay, we've hit a banana, which is good. I'm happy with at least collecting some profit, but it would have been nice to have done that the previous spin. Or it would be nice to just go apple, apple, banana, apple, apple, banana. Obviously, we can get to a point where if we're doing our progression and we're eventually on 40, 15, 40, 15, $110 bet, an apple comes in, we just collect $10 profit, repeat the bet. Okay. It's another banana, so we're just going to repeat the bet.
My congratulations, betting time is open. Enjoy.
Have we hit? Yeah, we have. I was about to ask, have we hit a banana after a positive progression? And you can see on the graph, if I just zoom in, that's when we go up a little bit, do our positive progression, then hit it. This bit here was a bit of a roller coaster, wasn't it? Lose, positive progression, lose. Positive progression, lose.
33 black. Gold number.
Okay, these are the game changers. After this positive progression, we need to hit it. Getting a bit frustrated with doing a positive progression, then straight away whack. That's happened quite a lot. Positive progression whack. Positive progression whack. Positive progression whack. No, then these have just been nice jackpot numbers. Come on. Don't whack me straight after a positive progression. Right, this hasn't happened before, so we're doing another $20 edition.
Congratulations, betting time. 33.
You notice that return 105. We're doing this extra $20 progression, but our balance is 110. So we've actually dipped into our bankroll to do this. This is a game changer. This is going to be $100 profit on a banana. If it's an apple, we're just going to collect $10 and just repeat the bet. We don't progress more than 2 times, according to Hodl 42. Okay, we're not doing any more progression. We just collect that $10 profit and repeat the bet. That is next to or near a lot of apples. Where is it? 36. So next to it was a whack. That's a banana. That's a banana. That's a banana. That's a banana. Obviously, that's a whack. That's a banana. So that was next to quite a lot of jackpot numbers. Oh, we got it. We're back in the game, guys. And we get to reset. All right, that was interesting. Bit of a roller coaster. So we got off to a nice start. We were flying $245, and then we just couldn't buy a winner, but we have got back to 190. So this has still got a chance. I think this is going to be another one that comes down to like the last 2 or 3 spins. Okay, that's our small apple. I hope that guy cleaning the floor hasn't ruined my video. Oh, you can see him over here. He's cleaning the table. He's cleaning the blackjack table or something. I can hear him. He's annoying me. Well, he's not annoying me, but just that hum in the background. This casino, it's an evolution casino, gets cleaned so much. Nice. Flying 285. Reset to our base bet. Yeah, they always clean the wheel, always clean the ball. Obviously, they don't have chips here, but guys, if you go to real casinos, like live casinos,
That's
chips are probably the most dirtiest thing in the entire world. Nobody cleans them because it's a security risk. Like if you're paying cleaners or dealers to clean $100 chips, they could easily just pocket one. Well, not easily, but they might try and do that. Oh, we hit another good one. So they very, very rarely get cleaned.
betting time is open. 9, 12, 36, red
So
auto.
make sure you wash your hands after you've played with your chips. As
That's
a
close.
casino manager for what, 5 years? And obviously dealing and being a supervisor, I think we cleaned the cash chips maybe once. No, literally once in 5 years. Okay, 20 is not good.
Even high number.
But
Congratulations.
what's good about this system is we're not doing a negative progression. We're just repeating the bet.
Betting time.
Guys, we're on, where's my stats? We're on 30 spins already. I don't know about you, but apples and bananas has been a lot of fun. It kind of reminds me of the Noli Moly, where you win and then you add on to that other winning dozen. So you have like a push dozen and a jackpot dozen. Kind of the same, but it's not exactly a push, is it? Oh, we don't like zero.
0 green. From 0 spiel section
All right,
also
let's
since
repeat the
the
bet.
hot number.
But
Congratulations.
what's good about this is you still make profit on the other ones. So even if an apple lands, you make profit depending where you want in the progression. You add some more, or you just collect the wins. We've had it once where we were at our 40, 45, 15, 45, 15. No, sorry, it's 40, 15, 40, 15, and just collected some winnings.
Mono notes landed on 6 black, even low number from fell in section. Yeah, I fell in section.
Repeat.
No,
5,
congratulations.
5,
Betting time.
5, 5. So we are on the lucky side so far. 23 wins,
That's close.
9 losses. I don't know how many of them have been bananas, how many of them have been apples. I feel like we've hit quite a lot of bananas. We do have 12. It's when you hit them as well. So there's a step deeper to understanding how lucky you've been. No.
13 black.
27 right next door would have been really good. It's falling out of the top 8 now.
Congratulations to all
Got
of
to
the winners
reset, but
betting time.
not for the right reasons.
Welcome all of the newcomers. Nice to meet you. Thank
What
you
was
for
our
joining us.
profit? 335. So I know a lot of you guys, well, the majority of you guys aren't playing tournaments here. You're just interested to see which ones perform well.
That's closed.
You probably want to go home here. $200 profit. It's very easy to say that. In hindsight, yeah, probably here. 220. Made $220 in less than 10 spins. Probably time to call it a day. 20% profit. So you can see what happens after a while.
35 black.
Right, we've got another winner.
My congratulations to all of the winners.
Got 3 more spins. Repeat. 5, 5, 5, 5. I actually don't have the leaderboard in front of me. I think from memory it's about $240 to get into the top 8 as of now. So it's going to need to hit
That's closed.
a banana at some point in these 3 spins without hitting a whack. It
Mono notes
has.
28 black, even at
Back
the
in the
number.
game. 220. Right.
Congratulations to all of the winners. Thank you
Reset
for the
to that
losses.
$70 bet.
Mono
So if it
notes
can win both of
16 on the top
these,
side. It's a black and 0 green or
it's
the
got a
flipped for
chance.
roulette.
And it doesn't even need to hit bananas because it's going to get timed out after 2. What's the top score? I don't know. I'll put it on the screen for you. I actually don't have it in front of me. I think it's about $240. When I say top score, I mean top 8 score. But if this hits a whack in 2 of these spins, it can't make it.
5 red is the winning
Right.
number. Oh no, hot number.
It's got one last spin. Repeat, and it's just hit an apple, so we're doing 5, 5, 5, 5. So even if this loses, it will have made $150. Now, I think that this is a really enjoyable strategy. I like this positive progression, a nice, simple, easy one. And what I do like about it is that every winner is a winner. I don't really like pushes. I don't mind pushes, but I think that's the problem with the Noli Moly is those pushes get a bit irritating. This one, obviously, if you hit a winner, then you have made some money. Hopefully this is not a whack. It is a whack. It's just been taken out of the top 8. Last spin. Hoddle 42, I'm really sorry. That was doing so well. I would have liked to have seen that going to the top 8. I'd have liked to have seen that in the knockout stages. It wasn't to be. $150, 26 wins, 11 losses. So yes, we did get lucky with the wins and loss ratio. Did we get lucky with the bananas and apples ratio? I'm not sure. You'll have to tell me. What did you think of that strategy, guys? I'll see you in the next video.